What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. I want to ask you guys a question. Answer this honestly. How incredible would it be if you had $1,000 worth of silver shipped to your front doorstep for free? How freaking amazing would that be? Well, if you push that subscribe button, if you're a subscriber of mine, that dream could be a reality. Because I am doing tons of giveaways. I'm actually doing a 37,000 subscriber giveaway very shortly, a 38,000 one, 39,000, and then at 40,000 subscribers, I'm giving away over $1,000 worth of silver. This is not clickbait. This is not a lie. This is not exaggerated. That's real. That's a real number I'm actually giving away. So make sure you're subscribed. Now, this video is important, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you're not investing into Bitcoin, even if you're only investing into Bitcoin and not into silver, this video is for you, and I'll explain why. First and foremost, I've been investing into Bitcoin for over 5 years. Over 5 years. I've been investing into precious metals even longer. So this video is coming from an unbiased perspective. I've been heavily invested into both of these assets, both of these investments, so it's not coming from a one-sided point of view. I definitely understand both of these markets inside and out. So, with that said, I definitely think that I should be making a video covering this. There also is something that I want to share. Now, silver has intrinsic value. Bitcoin, precious metals, cryptocurrency, they're both essentially the same thing, except precious metals is physical. Crypto is digital. Cryptocurrency has a lot of benefits. It definitely does. It's the new digital age. If you think of money in the future, a future form of money, it's going to be something like crypto, right? Digital, instant transactions. Precious metals, though, always holds its value. It has intrinsic value, been valuable for over 5,000 years, always will be. It cannot be created nor destroyed. What if I told you there's a crypto that's backed by physical gold? It's called GSX. It stands for gold secured currency. It's a cryptocurrency that's backed by physical gold. You can exchange the crypto for physical gold. They have gold mines. It's incredible. It's the most revolutionary type of crypto I've ever seen. It is amazing. Click the link in the description. I made a video about it a couple days ago, breaking everything down. It's by Apollo FinTech, by far the most revolutionary company on the blockchain as well. I mean, it's amazing. And I say that because if some people are definitely put off from crypto because it's not backed by anything. But this crypto is backed by physical gold, so it's definitely something on my radar. The coins are 10 cents each right now, and by year 2 or year 3, easily could be well over $1. So you could be 10 times your money. So it's definitely one of those investments I would look into. The link's in the description. Now, silver is definitely the rebellious metal. It's called the devil's metal, and it's riskier because it's very volatile, especially compared to gold. Gold is a pretty big market. It's the staple for precious metals. It's the mascot. Silver is much smaller. So with that said, silver gets influenced by money coming in to a much larger extent. I call it gold on steroids. It doesn't mean that silver is not the safest, smartest investment. And first things first, my name is Silver Slayer, not Crypto Slayer. It used to be called Crypto Slayer on my second channel. Now my second channel is called The Root of All Evil, focusing on the corrupt financial system. That link to that channel is also in the description. But regardless, Silver Slayer is my name. I will always choose silver over everything. Because at the end of the day, silver is the safest, smartest investment. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, stuff like that, GSX, that is something you can invest into for the short term and use the profits from that to then reinvest into precious metals, right? When I made all that money in 2017, when I bought Bitcoin at like $1,000 and sold it around 18,000, I used a lot of that money to reinvest into precious metals. So yes, you can say that Bitcoin is this or Bitcoin is that or crypto goes against this or your morals. But here's the thing. You got to learn how to adjust and adapt in today's day and age. And in today's day and age, there's a lot of different ways to make money and you can expand. Diversification is key. Not only can you diversify within precious metals, whether that's silver, gold, numismatics, bullion, semi-numismatics, slab coins, constitutional silver, all that stuff, you can also expand outwards beyond just precious metals. Maybe even stocks, crypto, whatever the case is. We are investors. We make strategic decisions based off information, and since we are times are changing. Whether you want to admit it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not, whether you like it or not, times are changing. And I would hate for someone to be so stuck in their old ways. They're missing a lot of opportunity in the new day and age when you have apps like Robinhood, when you have things like cryptocurrency that can definitely take your career to the next level, take your investments to the next level. So, I'm going to go over some of the pros and cons of each. Precious metals is physical, so that means you're in complete control. Bitcoin's the same way. You are in complete control. There is no Bitcoin police. There's no bank of Bitcoin. There is no silver police. There is no policeman that surrounds your house 24/7, making sure that someone doesn't break in and steal your silver. With banks and stuff like that, you have the luxury of having your money from a third party, essentially, which is from your bank, with money, if your debit card gets hacked or stolen, whatever. With silver, there is none of that. I mean, you can have an insurance policy on your house, or if it's stored in like a safety deposit box, but that's pretty much it. Same with Bitcoin. If you make a bad transaction or send your Bitcoin to a wrong wallet, your Bitcoin's gone forever. If you lose the private key to your wallet, your Bitcoin's gone forever. Have you ever heard about that story? That guy has like hundreds of Bitcoin. He bought it when it was like dirt cheap, like $1 or something. And now he has like billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, but he lost the password to his account. Imagine that. He's paying people like millions of dollars to try to crack the code, try to crack the password. That's the reality. If that was anything else in the world, he would have easily been able to recover his password. But crypto, you're out. It's like the Wild Wild West. Every man for themselves, and you got to be responsible. A lot of times, that's too much pressure for some people. And here's another thing. Bitcoin may not be for you. If you're not a very tech savvy person, if you're not one that wants to take time to learn that stuff, then maybe it's not for you. Same with precious metals. If you don't have a safe environment to stack your silver, or you don't have the patience to wait 10, 15 years to really make your investment back, or maybe hedge against inflation or retirement, then maybe it's not right for you. I say it's the safest and smartest, and it's definitely, I would recommend precious metals over anything. Bitcoin probably next. Still doesn't mean it's best. And what works for me may not work for you. Everyone has different financial situations. Everyone has, different time frames of selling. Different amounts of money, has more or less silver and more or less Bitcoin. It's definitely individual. But when I talk about these things, I'm coming from a universal perspective. And I hope you can apply these tools, apply the stuff I'm saying to your own stacking strategy. Right? Don't try to compare it. You see Silver Slacker, doing these 100-ounce unboxings. Doesn't mean you need to do that. Right? He probably has been stacking a lot longer, probably has a much larger source of income coming in. And it doesn't mean you have to follow that, because you're going to end up hurting your stack more than helping it if you try to stack unrealistically to your standards. You know what I'm saying? And that goes the same with Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin is dangerous because it's quick. It's very volatile. If you think they call silver the devil's metal because it's so volatile, look at Bitcoin. It went from $18,000 down to like $5,000-$6,000 within not even a year, and it stayed there for a long time. Right? When Bitcoin exploded to 18,000 in 2017, it took until the late end of 2020 for it to even break above $10,000 again. Like, this stuff is dangerous, and if you do not know what you're doing, you can lose a lot of money. I know people that have completely trashed their life because of cryptocurrency. Now, not saying that crypto is a bad investment, it's just they did not do it properly. They didn't do it properly. Think of all the people that bought Bitcoin at $18,000 and they gave up on it and sold it when it was like $6,000 or $7,000 a year and a half later. They made that choice to sell at that level. If they would have held on to it, they could have doubled their money because now Bitcoin's 40,000. If they would have bought it at 18, held it till now, they could have more than doubled their money. But they sold it at the wrong time. And that's why every investment only amounts to when you sell. When you sell, that's the price you pegged in. So you cannot blame someone else. You cannot blame anyone else how much profit you make. It's when you decide to sell. And that's why panic selling is so dangerous. It's so dangerous. You got to think about the bigger picture. And I say that because that's the reality. And a lot of people are going to tell you horror stories about Bitcoin or why you shouldn't. But there is a lot of opportunity, and their experience doesn't mean it has to be the same for yours. So when it comes down to it, precious metals and cryptocurrency are definitely going against the grain from the dollar because you are in complete control of your wealth. And the governments don't like that. They want you investing into things that are pegged to the dollar, like stocks, right? They're going to talk about that. They're going to look at Bitcoin as risky. They're going to talk about precious metals as a slow, irrelevant investment, even silver more so. So you can't always listen to what they tell you. Go with your gut, look at the reality, and invest in the things that have intrinsic value like precious metals, and I think you're going to do fine. I hope this video broke down a little bit of precious metals and crypto from another angle that maybe you never saw before. I mean, it is scary. It can definitely be intimidating to invest in something like Bitcoin since it has such a stigma, a stereotype attached to it, but it doesn't mean watching a couple of YouTube videos, watching a couple of videos, going on Coinbase, messing around, it doesn't mean you won't figure it out. It's a lot more convenient nowadays than when I learned back in like 2016. That stuff was confusing, right? That's like cryptography. I had to learn a lot of stuff that was way out of my element, but I did, and then I made tutorial videos to help. But nowadays, you really don't even need to watch too many videos on how to invest in the Bitcoin. Go on Coinbase, buy it. You can hold it on Coinbase or send it to an Exodus wallet. I have made videos like that. I actually made one a couple of weeks ago, how to safely buy Bitcoin. I actually have a video, or the link's in the description. If you click the link in the description, it's the easiest way to buy Bitcoin. So yeah, it's definitely not rocket science. Once upon a time it was, but now it's not. Remember, I was talking about GSX. If you are looking to crypto, maybe you want to invest into a safer crypto, you can look into that because it is backed by physical gold. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos giving you guys the newest, latest, freshest information. It's Sunday, so not too much news is going on, but start of the week tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to get right back to it. So make sure you're tuned in and make sure you're subscribed. You do not want to miss my 37,000 subscriber giveaway. The entry video is going to be coming very soon. I just did the 36,000, so it shows how fast you guys are pushing that red button, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.